Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. I have two Kentucky straight sour mash bourbon whiskeys. This is Henry McKenna. It says established 1855, but no, this brand of bourbon did not come out till 1961. In fact, so it's a brown bottle with tan and white and gray lettering. Pretty good looking bottle. You can sometimes find this around here for $9.99 if you find this size bottle. True story. Now here's the 1783. Evan Williams 1783. This is a special edition, American Heroes edition bottle. 90 proof, introduced in 2021, replacing an older version of 1783 small batch, okay, which I know was 86 proof, but I don't know how long it was aged. This one is aged 6 to 8 years, so it's a blend of different straight bourbons, really aged from different barrels, but the youngest is 6 years, the oldest 8, so 6 to 8 year. That's not bad. And I got this bottle for $9 plus tax. Hard to believe, but true story, $9. Thank you, Shane, for that great find. Copper, typical bourbon color. Uses a ratio of 78% percentage, I guess. Well, I'm not going to worry about the ratio, but 78% corn, 12% rye whiskey, and 10% malted barley whiskey, single malt whiskey, as you call it in Scotland. Now the Heaven Hill's got McKenna's gotten very cloudy, and that's because what happens? You get lower in the bottle, and as much as they filter it, there is sediment, and it'll start to accumulate at the bottom. So the bottom can become very cloudy, and you can even sometimes see chunks of sediment floating about, especially with Sazerac whiskeys. They're notorious for that. So let's see about this one. Well, I don't see chunks, but it's definitely a cloudy looking thing. I might have enough left in that one to do another taste challenge, but it's looking pretty low. But I would like to nurse it along for one more shot, Now I'm going to have to close my eyes, because if I glance and see the cloudiness, it's going to be a giveaway. So the normal price for this one is about $18, $19. I saw it yesterday for $18.99. So, but like I said, I got it for $9. I got that one for $9, and I got the Henry McKenna for $8.99. They had it on special at a place called Majoria's in Luling, Louisiana, and they had it for $8.99. But the normal, I think their regular price was $9.99. But you can find it around It's unlikely you would find it today for that low of a price, $8.99. That's a bit too low, but you can still get a handle of it for $16.99, which is cheaper per ounce than the glass bottle. So I think the handles, they have a handle on the back, and they actually are glass, if I'm not mistaken. They might be glass instead of plastic. Kind of like Old Charter, it's a cheap bourbon, but even the handles are glass. They don't really go too cheap on it. Smells like bourbon, a little vanilla and corn. Same thing, maybe a little bit more barrel action, which would make me think it's the small batch. All right, taste chills. Heaven Hill bourbons are like Buffalo Trace bourbons. They all kind of taste the same. So you can go and pay a whole lot or a little bit, and it's not going to be that much difference. Now, it might be higher proof, like you say, well, I got a Elijah Craig barrel proof. It's really strong and intense. Well, yeah, of course it's strong and intense because it hasn't been watered down to 80 proof or even 90, 190 to 80. But the actual flavor, if you took and if you had a gauge and you could dilute it down to 80, you might notice that it's strangely identical almost to Henry McKenna. But I'm not saying you shouldn't buy what you want. Buy whatever you want. High, middle, ground, and low. I see people coming in the stores all the time trying to run down every sort of Buffalo Trace. But yeah. Now you said, what if it's a wheated bourbon? Well, yeah, now that's going to be a little bit different. Elijah, the larceny is wheat, so it's got a higher percentage of wheat, or it actually contains wheat because, like I said, the Evan Williams is no wheat. It's corn, and then with rye, and then a smaller amount of malted barley. There's no wheat in it. So yeah, that would certainly make an important difference in the flavor, just like the Wellers. Wellers are going to have a different mouthfeel and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Do I like wheated bourbons? I like them. I like them a lot more than wheated beers. Wheat beers are. I'm not too keen on those. Don't hate them. I'm not going to say I hate them. Like, oh, but I don't ever think to myself, oh boy, I sure do crave a wheat beer today. I just don't ever, under any circumstances. But I will drink it, and I don't refuse it, and I don't turn it down. But to go buy them, if I see a new one, a single, and I want to try, well, yeah, I'll buy it and try to review it. But to go chase them down, or I don't even buy them. Even if I see them, Blue Moon mango wheat and the Blue Moon Belgian wheat ale, see those commonly, but I don't want to drink them. And they're copping, they're good wheat beers. People down them because, it's owned by Coors, but oh well, but it did do a good job. Molson Coors now. They make it in Canada too, I believe. All right, but anyway, I think this is the Henry McKenna because it tastes like it's a little thinner. Elijah Craig's got more power, more action, more wood, more age. So yes, it is a better product. Is it worth the extra money? $18.99 versus $9.99. It is worth the extra money. I can't technically say it's worth that dollar amount more, but I mean it's worth it. It's worth it. And I know where to find a handle of it for $22.99, to tell you the truth. So that's a rare thing. But yeah. So this is the McKenna, I believe. Yeah, I didn't need tags on these glasses because it's so I just look for the haze, just look for the haze. Lurk says, morning, Ron. Did you see my MSG yesterday? My message yesterday. You finished your GED. That's good. Never finished high school and always beat myself up because of it. But now I can go to school, night study history, or get a public service job. I don't know. Feel a lot better about myself, though. I'm glad to hear that. And it's very good. A lot of people don't think about that you could start out for 2 years at a community college, and they have many grants and things you can get depending, and go for 2 years. I know a guy that did that for 2 years, got a degree in culinary arts, and he works for Inland Seafood today. He's kind of an administrator in the company and makes good money. But you could go and then transfer to a 4-year college and heck, get a bachelor's degree in all kind of different subjects. So Could be creative thinking. Yeah, community is exactly what I was thinking. Might have to write a test to get in, but that's not a big deal. Yeah. So yeah, you can make it. You can make it if you push yourself and not be lazy. I mean, a lot of people I know over the years, mainly it was just laziness to not do it. They'll say, "Yeah, I'm going to take a year off." I say, "Well, you'll never go to college." What do you mean? Don't you care? I mean, don't you have confidence in me? I say, not if you're taking a year off, because then you're not going to go back. I mean, occasionally people do, but most of the time they don't, because then they get used to not having to study and do schoolwork, and they get a job, and then I say, so then it doesn't happen. And then the next time I see them, they're much older, you know. So how did college go? You went back after a year, huh? Well, no. So you got to drive yourself, you know. You got to push yourself and go jump right in it and just stick with it, and then you'll make it. Yeah. So that's the way to do it. Don't take the year off. Take the year off after you've graduated from college, but you might can take the rest of your life off from going to school and just have a job. But you can still educate yourself informally, reading, studying at home, which is what I do all the time. Be a lifelong learner, right? Yeah, I'm 24, so I can still decide to do school. Yeah, look, I look young, so nobody would know I was older unless I told them. That's funny. All right, yeah. So go right into it. Don't wait. What is this? April. So you could start out even during summer. They have summer school. That's usually pretty easy. Uh, take a couple of classes, and then go into a take 4 full classes or more in the fall. Certainly something to think about. All right, well, y'all take care. I got it right. I'm going to keep trying to win on this and getting them right. Yeah, it's overwhelming, but I should at least try. Yeah, try. Can't hurt to try, and then you'll probably succeed. All right, y'all take care. Bye bye. You too. Have a great day.